Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
The verdict is in for a death penalty trial in Las Vegas. Find out what the jury decided. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7 tonight. I'm Lena Bleetz. We begin with top stories sponsored by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. A 37-year-old man awaits his fate after a jury returned a guilty verdict in his death penalty trial.
Special verdict. The jury unanimously finds the murder willful, deliberate, and premeditated. The jury unanimously finds that murder was committed during the perpetration or attempted perpetration of a burglary.
Julius Trotter was convicted this morning of 2 counts of murder with a deadly weapon, 2 counts of robbery with a deadly weapon, and burglary with a deadly weapon. He was found guilty of killing 2 Vietnamese tour leaders at Circus Circus in 2018. Now the jurors must decide whether Trotter should die for the murders. The penalty phase is set to include testimony from a detective as well as the victims' families. A preliminary report about a fiery Frontier Airlines plane landing at Harry Reid International Airport says the cabin crew reported, quote, chemical smell prior to touching down. The report from the National Transportation Safety Board states that while the flight was cruising on October 5th, the crew smelled the odor but could not determine where it came from. The landing is still under investigation and is now the subject of a lawsuit filed on behalf of passengers. A Nevada search and rescue team is back home after being deployed to 3 southeastern states to help residents dealing with a pair of hurricanes. 81 people were deployed as part of Nevada Task Force 1 to Florida, Tennessee, and North Carolina in response to Hurricanes Helene and Milton.
It was a little bit out of the ordinary for us. Typically, when we respond on a deployment, it's usually one mission and then we come home and have an opportunity to reset. But in this case, that wasn't the way that it went. Task
Force 1 team leader Matthew Gordon said the damage was devastating in North Carolina and Tennessee, but not as bad as it could have been in Florida. 10 candidates are vying for the Clark County School District board seat that was vacated when Katie Williams resigned in September. The board will appoint one of the candidates on Wednesday. That person will only hold the seat for a few months, but will play a critical role in breaking the 3-3 tie votes that the board has faced since Williams' resignation. Meanwhile, 2 women are on the November ballot for the seat, former special education teacher Eileen Eady and former U.S. Air Force and Moms for Liberty member Lydia Dominguez. The winner of that election will take the seat in January. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Tonight, the wind should calm down to just 5 to 10 miles per hour with an overnight low of 46 degrees. And tomorrow, partly cloudy skies with a high of 66 and low of 44. Then sunny skies return for Thursday with a high of 72 and low of 47. And the clouds are expected to roll in again on Friday, high of 71 and low of 47. Now taking a peek at the weekend, cloudy skies with temperatures dropping back into the 60s, high of 66 and low of 50 on Saturday, and high of 65 and low of 50 on Sunday. In business, brought to you by G Bank, your best banking experience ever. Nevada is adding more agents to the real estate industry than anywhere else in the country. The Silver State added approximately 1,140 real estate agents from 2022 to 2023, according to a study from Flat World Mortgage Solutions. LVRJ real estate reporter Patrick Blennerhassett explains why.
This is an interesting trend for Nevada because most of the country are losing real estate agents, and they have been for the past couple years since there was a residential real estate boom during the pandemic. And the national real estate scene is on pace to have its worst year since the early 2000s, before the 2008 recession. And Las Vegas had its worst year of real estate sales last year since the 2008 recession. So really interesting that the state is actually adding real estate agents. This could explain why we are leading the country in new listings as well.
Now for your sports update, brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. The Golden Knights are perfect at home. Vegas taking down the Calgary Flames Monday night 5-0, backstopped by a 16-save shutout by Adin Hill. It's been a tale of 2 teams this season so far for the VGK, as the Knights are a perfect 7-0 on home ice. However, on the road, the team is yet to pull out a win. Their 3-game road trip a week ago was disastrous after late goals in Florida against the Lightning, and the Panthers derailed 2 possible wins. Now Vegas has a shot to pick up their first road win of the year against LA and the Kings tomorrow.
In Health, brought to you by Centerwell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. The future of a local PGA golf tournament is in jeopardy as a longtime title sponsor pulls out. Shriners Children's Hospital has sponsored the Shriners Children's Open for 18 years, but PGA Tour officials confirmed both sides agreed to split, and the tour is looking for a new sponsor. A Shriners official would not say why it is ending the sponsorship, but he did say its primary goal was to tell the stories of over 1.6 million children who received care from Shriners. The organization also sponsors a college football all-star game and 2 NASCAR Xfinity races.
Vegas Station brought to you by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app today. The Raiders dropping to an AFC West worst 2-6 record on the year. And lately, what's been the issue for the Silver and Black?
I thought early on our offense again came out, opening drive, scripted, went down there, was moving. As that went on, I thought there was opportunities there for us to make plays, and we're not executing right at a high enough level. And when there are opportunities there, we're not making them. And that's really the bottom line.
Sports betting brought to you by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop.
The New York Jets losing to the Patriots on Sunday proved to be disastrous for sports bettors straight up and against the spread. New York lost to the New England Patriots by 3 points, 25-22, as the 7-point favorite. The Pats entered as the league's worst team at 1-6 and picked up the win on the road, making the Jets the biggest loser at the Westgate Superbook and one of the biggest at both Station and Caesar Sportsbooks. The Jets now sit at 2-6 on the year and 2-6 against the spread this season.
In your lifestyle news, brought to you by LV Craft Shows, has been bringing you the finest craft and gift shows since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for our upcoming events. After several years of weekend sellouts, Circa has added more than 100 rooms to its roster. CEO Derek Stevens provided a tour of the 106 new rooms, including 4 new suites that were part of a 9-month expansion at the downtown Las Vegas Hotel Casino. Stevens said every room has a mini fridge because people who visit Las Vegas want to bring leftovers back to their rooms. And because more visitors are traveling with friends and family, Circa has added more premium single king rooms that connect with 2 separate rooms. Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, with live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. Rock superstars Duran Duran will celebrate the end of 2024 with a show on the Las Vegas Strip. The Rock and Roll Hall of Famers will play a show at Fontainebleau on December 30th as part of the resort's New Year's festivities. The performance will mark Duran Duran's first appearance at the Fontainebleau. Tickets go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at FontainebleauLasVegas.com. Thanks for watching 7 at 7 tonight. Watch 7 at 7 twice a day, Monday through Friday, and search Review Journal to follow us on your favorite streaming platform. See you tomorrow morning for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.